All right, hello, welcome back, y'all. Sorry for the delay. We are running slightly late as always, but yeah, that is the internet. It's not us. Trust us. Yeah, we were here on time. Then the internet said nope. So yeah, that's why we pray to our cyber web gods. So please be nice to us today, okay? Take your prayer already. Cool. So yeah, welcome you all to our 41st episode of Hearts of War, a Dragonlance modified version of Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen. We are the Rollers of Fate and we are super excited to be here with you today. And now, please, let's introduce our characters, and those of you who streams, tell us where to find you today. Let's start with Julia. I know she's gonna love me for that. Julia, please.
Hello, thank you. I just got an ice cream.
Ooh, I want one.
Yep. Hi everyone, I'm Yulia. I play Tess, who is a half-elf cleric Tempest Domain. And I don't stream, so I will pass it to my in-game cousin, Lorandir.
Mm. Yes,
That's
please.
me. I'm Martin. I play Lorandil Greenleaf. I'm a high elf Drake Wonder Ranger, keeper of the eggs. Although the eggs are not eggs anymore. I have a little plasmoid called Paladorn and a little dragon called Theo. They follow me around. Also, there's some spiders that may or may not join us at some point. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's me. And I also don't stream, so I'm boring. But I guess I'll pass it to Cash, who does.
Hey, I'm Cash. I'm playing the Cedric Longhorn. He's a Minotaur sorcerer slash paladin. He's cursed. He's fucked up, but he's getting better. We're making the right steps, guys. As Marty said, I do stream. I'm on the Twitch channel _I_Cash. Variety streamer. I don't play games good, but we give it a go. I will popcorn over to my long, sexy piece of man meets stud muffin guy, Zachary.
Hi, I'm the stud muffin.
Yeah, he is.
I am playing Zachril Finlake. I am a wizard warlock combo, like the combat of a war wiz. I also go as donated cornbread on Twitch and YouTube. Find me there. I'm also doing the old variety streaming, so I play a little bit of everything. But sometimes I GM over at Post Sanity, also known as Rolly Grell. And sometimes our DM today, Cisco, joins us for some spooky Candela Obscura. And I guess let's pass on to. Is he even rich anymore? Because it's like, isn't
Wow.
he been disowned?
No. Yeah, actually, that's a good point, actually.
Usually.
all,
Hey.
I don't think he ever was, so you know.
Oh, that's okay.
You are supposed to be nice.
Oh yeah, he was always rich.
Not me.
So let me preface by hi there, folks. I am Lucky Blue Gaming on Twitch. I am a above average gamer, and
Mid.
I also am playing Oliver Silver Runner, dashing, young, handsome, rich, disowned noble,
Oh, no.
and I am not trying to steal someone else's dad.
Ouchies.
Let's give it away to our great DM.
All right, amazing. Thank you very much for the introductions. That's amazing. I am Cisco Blanco. You can find me here thrice weekly. Well, it was already mentioned. Check out Rolly Glade as well for that amazing Candela Oscura that I'm a part of. But tonight I'll be your Tail Weaver and Chaos Coordinator, and I will be guiding your heroes through the legendary world of Kurin. Next, we have a few little announcements as well. Martin, please roll it as fast as you can. Thank you.
Well, I'm going to read the whole thing. So okay.
No, you do you.
We're
I'm
here on
just joking.
Twitch.
Take your time.
As you can see, we're here on Twitch or also on our YouTube channel at Rollers of Fate D&D, where you will find all our previous episodes from Candlekeep Mysteries and the Sale Prayers or Burglar, the Eye of Observation, Dining in Barovia, and of course Hearts of War, our modified version of Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen. If you want to get in touch with us, please do so at rollersoffaithdnd@gmail.com. We also have an X channel, which is at FateDND. Our games use adult language as well as jokes, so please, just use discretion as advice. Sometimes we say stuff in game, and you might not find funny, and just come back later. Thanks to Tessa Presents for their awesome maps, to Darren Curtis and Teoto Adio for their epic music, and to James Webster for their missing art. And lastly, please, before you leave, give us a follow and a like, and then come back, obviously, if you haven't done it already, to help us get our streams out to as many people as possible. And we will be forever grateful.
Yay! And we are forever grateful to you. Thank you, Martin. That was awesome. Whenever you're ready, you get to double roll inspiration 2 weeks in a row. What's going on here? Come on, please.
Oh, well, last week wasn't me,
I
it was
know.
somebody else, and today is
Actually,
me.
yeah, that's
So
a point.
it
Yeah.
was five.
Oh, I thought it was you.
I mean, it was me,
Wow.
but not technically.
Yeah, well, technically,
was-
yeah. Amazing.
Technically, it wasn't me.
5 inspirations, Martin. Damn.
I redeemed myself with 5.
Yeah, do not use your D&D Beyond agreements here, please. Thank you. I'm joking. No. Thank you very much, sir. That's very cool. Thanks to my wonderful friends for being here playing with me. And to everyone who is watching us from home, please make yourselves cozy, grab a nice drink, and now let's find out where the drums of war are beating today. Yay! And I'm sorry, everyone is a bit shuffled. I'm sure Lucky is gonna be back with us in a minute with the cam.
Oh, look, I'm so called rich now.
I'm sorry. Technical difficulties.
Oh no, I'm sorry, bro. Just take your time. No worries.
Maybe if you could afford a decent internet connection, you wouldn't have this problem.
Wow, be nice to each other, please. The game hasn't even started. Could you please stop it right now? I'm gonna take a -1 roll to you as well, Cash. To everything, like Lucky's character has, unfortunately. All
You
right.
just can't afford to be nice. It's fine.
Wow, you see? Nice pun. All right. Previously, in the aftermath of E-Day, the Divine Vanguard joined Kalaman Special Forces on their fight against the Dragon Queen armies in exchange for asylum and protection for their people. Following a few successful missions and the tragic events of the Eve of Crimson Bricks, the group reunited to have a meeting with Marshal Bendry, Kenrick, and Alas, in which future plans, recent discoveries, ideas, and information were shared, resulting on a voyage to the Northern Wastes, departing the next evening. Afterwards, upon receiving a reply from SGBT shop and returning to the castle's library for more research, the party headed to town, witnessing the growth of the rotten seeds planted by Captain Walter until they arrived to Wiham's apothecary. Oh, okay, and this is where our story continues today. In a fine yet sad afternoon, you all find yourselves in Wiham's apothecary. Inside it, you smell licorice and pepper. The modest shop has a few meager tables displaying good luck charms, odd animal bones, and vials advertising various remedies. And as there, you see a woman with a raven hair and a dark dress with feathers, wing-like sleeves, that stands there looking at you as always with this face of disinterest and with a book open that she's reading as well. I'll show you a little picture of her as well. Why not? Because we have it. And then we can continue there. In the meantime, you After you, Zachary and Lala Cedric made a small arrangement with her by accepting the emblems of the Academy of High Sorcery with the condition that she should return a few of the years taken from Oliver. Also, you all received the potions as well. Like Lorandir also had an extra potion of chaos. And Tess, is there any potions or anything you would like from Wiham? As she's there looking at you, she says, Tess, would you like anything from my shop, my dearie?
Alright, the smell is very strong in here. Um,
I know, yes, sorry,
no,
is
no,
the...
ma'am.
Oh, that's
Well,
such a
could you
shame.
remind me what kind of things do you have here?
Well, we have all sorts of potions. Anything special, I can always figure it out, you know. You know me as style, I'm here to help. And as much as I can, if I don't have something, we can always do a little arrangement and get to something, right? And she looks
You
at
mean in
Oliver.
exchange years of our lives? I get it.
I mean, you are
No, this only
elf.
costed like 1 day.
Yeah, you are elf in origin. You have plenty of years. I mean, a year for you is a breath for an insect, right?
I suppose so, but
I have.
I think I'm okay for now.
Okay. I mean, she kind of like looks at you for a second, and she says, "Maybe. I know it's a bit weird thing to ask, but maybe if you let me in, I can customize the portion that your hearts truly desire." Make a wisdom saving throw. You can fail it if you want. But
Well, I 19?
19 is enough. I hadn't really thought of the DC yet, I'm sorry. I considered 20 for a second there, but then we let fate aside and the die roll in your favor, so the DC will have been 19 instead. Yeah, you are successful. However, what are your surface thoughts on this second?
Sorry, I don't really know what happened last game.
I mean, just right now, as she's asking you, kind of like the things that a potion that your heart desired, will you have thought of some kind of potion, or will you just be like, oh shit, what is happening now? I mean, you know, she told you that if you let her in, so you know she's trying to read your thoughts to figure out what she wants, what you know, if you want something. But will you have want something?
No, I don't think so. She
All right.
wouldn't. She'd probably think more about the mission that's coming up and stuff like that.
Fair enough. Okay. Cool, yes, yes. So you got an image of her there, even though her face, yeah. Look at Wayham. She's so pretty. Cool, yes. And not look, doesn't look
Probably like
evil at
1,000
all.
years old, but
Yeah.
with so much time.
Cool. With all that done, Wayham looks at you. Oh, all right. So if there is nothing else, you can all shoo out of my shop then. Thank you for the badge. You will have news. I'm sure fate will find a way for you to accomplish your goals. Especially you two, my children, looking at you, Zachriel and La Cedric. I promise, when the test of high sorcery comes for you, you will be strong enough and you will not die like many others have.
Doesn't really sound like a choice.
I mean, you had a choice. You accepted the badge. I gave your friend a few years back. And I didn't take any from your... I see you're a bit more than friends. Your piece of fluff. I don't know.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Behave yourself.
I mean,
Is
there's
that what
nothing
you
wrong.
call them behind closed doors?
I mean, having wing feathers, trust me, I have many pieces of fluff everywhere around.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Well, hey,
You're
you know how like you like super powerful with the magics and like kind of creepy too? Do you know like much
Thank
about
you.
curses and stuff?
Say it again?
Do you know much about curses?
Oh, I do actually. Yeah, it's one of my specialities. Why, do you want to curse
Oh,
someone?
Oh, I bet it is.
Is it someone you want to
no,
curse? I can do that. I can offer those services too.
Oh,
In a very strict,
something.
confidential way, obviously.
of course. Maybe this is a conversation we could have later on. But right now, how do you like get rid of curses and stuff?
Oh, I see. Just give it to me. I'll take it.
What do you want for it? Years?
I've
How many
I've
years?
never really been a fan of children, but I'll make an exception this time.
Wait, this is way too easy. What is the cooking? What do you want, lady?
I don't want anything. You asked me,
I don't.
and I'm complying.
Okay.
Isn't that what we do
Okay.
here?
Insight check. I'm insight checking this. I'm insight checking this. Absolutely.
Me too.
I don't trust this
Sure.
bitch.
Go ahead, make an
I would also
inside
like to
check.
get on the inside check.
Yeah.
Inside. Here we go.
I don't know shit. I'm still fuming about the bit of fluff thing.
I also don't know shit. Do you know what? Maybe I was just thinking out loud. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Will anyone got higher than a 24? Oh,
27.
you will have broken even though she rolled a natural 20 on deception there, kind of like trying not to be
I rolled a
red,
natural
because-
20 in inside.
No, definitely. But all of you for a second go like, you know, I stare into her eyes, kind of like there is like a silence, and she kind of like even moves back, and then she makes eye contact with you, Lorandir, and you can see that she's very interested on the power that this thing has. So she's willing to do it. I'm sure you are sure she's gonna ask for something upcoming, but she genuinely wants to help because she wants the power of whatever they are talking about that you're actually not sure what it is. I think actually no, you mentioned to everyone at the spoiler, Cedric. Actually, you will know it's the book.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah,
knows
because
that.
we had that conversation. You didn't know yesterday night, but I mean 2 days ago, but you do now from last night.
We know about the book, we don't know about the dolls.
Yeah, you don't know about the dolls. You know that he's got a book that he's cursing him and
He's got a
he's
book, yeah.
tainting his holy symbol, and he's still interfering with the gods' power. His connection with the gods.
She wants it. She wants
Well, maybe we could circle around again. Maybe I was just thinking out loud. But thank you.
Oh,
Anyway.
disappointed.
We can come in the morning. I mean, we're not leaving for a while.
Okay, that's good. Have a think about it. Why not? I mean, I'm a member of the council. What do you think I will do with
That's
such a
what worries me.
power?
I'm not sure.
I will help.
Oh, because any political figure who has ever said that is fine. Nothing to worry about.
You know, I want to help the people. I want to end the war too. War is not good for my business. As you saw, how much do you think the Alliance bought these potions from me from? I'm losing money every day. But
No, I feel bad. Oh.
I mean, I
I
would
don't feel
hate to
bad.
take the choice out of anyone. You know me.
Well,
And
maybe, yeah,
she will
let me
kind
have
of
the
reach
thinking time.
over to try to touch you if you allow her, unless you move back. You know, she's like talking and says, "I will hate to take," and she kind of like goes with her creepy hand. You know, like you see her hand looks a bit older than the face. That is kind of weird. You look at her hands and she's got hands of like a 70-year-old woman almost, but it doesn't match. It's just the shape. You know, it's got like a young skin on a kind of like old hands, if you know what I mean. Very weird.
Yeah.
She should have moisturized her hands too. Just saying. You have to do both.
Anyway,
No, yeah, let me take the thinking time. Thank you.
that's all right. Thanks for your patronage.
Yes. Let's leave.
Yeah, let's go. Quick.
She kind of like reopens the book that she had closed. Anyone who wants to check the book name, you can do so.
We know the name is Blazing Scales of Passion. Everybody's reading it.
Is it investigation or perception?
Oh,
Oh,
30-20.
What's the roll?
Deception.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I was fishing.
That's what I did.
Ooh.
18.
Amazing. I think, yeah, I think everyone, well, not Thessalia. Thessalia, you kind of like, for a second, look to her book, and then you kind of like hear like, like some kind of like thudding, like almost like a huge animal kind of treading the forest. And Oliver, you are too distracted by it too, and you hear like some kind of weird sound that doesn't make sense where you are. And the rest of you see the name of the book is Tales of the Fae, Baba Yaga is called the book. Tales of the Fae, Baba Yaga. It feels like it's part of a collection. And it's got some kind of like drawing of a hat with chicken legs on the cupboard. And she opens the book again, and I'll imagine all of you kind of like turn.
Yeah,
And as
I'm gonna
before,
need to
in the
sleep
moment
as
you turn around, you feel like you're pushed out of the shop and you find yourselves in the street without having to move. It's just like a shoe kind of like thing that she does. And it's like all of you are like misty stepped out of the shop instantly kind of thing.
Does anyone else think that she's undressed
Yes.
already?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes. 100%.
Oh. Well, Lauren, dear, thank you. Or was Cedric, thank you.
What?
Thank you.
He said
You're
thank
welcome.
you,
Taking you both.
You're
and he
welcome.
was actually really interested in your book.
Which one?
See,
No, you can't have it. It's cursed.
well, not me. I mean the woman. We can.
Oh, yeah.
You know, she was like, she really wanted it for the power, I think.
That scares me. Because she seems to like know what it is and what it can do.
I mean, it's just like, I guess, it's corrupting you, I guess.
You think I should have done the deal? I don't know her a favor. What was that crazy lady wants?
Maybe you can ask for like extra years or something. I don't know.
But then my beautiful young skin would be gone to waste.
No, you can she can give you like years in change of the.
Oh,
So you'll be younger
It's really
again.
hard to see your
Although you're pretty
beautiful
young
young-
already, I feel that, you know.
could be even more youthful. It still could happen.
Anyway, let's go. We can sleep on it, and tomorrow we're leaving tomorrow. So
Talking about later on this evening, Ollie, we still going to go fuck some whores and drink some booze?
Yeah.
Before you answer any questions, all of you, well, actually, the two of you, and assuming all of you are there, can make a quick history check at advantage,
Sure.
please.
Okay.
Oh,
History.
Oh,
Uh, history?
24.
Oh, nice. Okay. It's not a super high, the DC. The DC is 12 here.
Oh, I think everybody.
Okay. You all remember on the meeting with Marshal Bendry, she mentioned that that there is the private kind of funeral going on this evening for your mentor. Well, some of you's mentor, Declan, and also Cajal, Iron Smile, and quite a few of the people who died. So they're just doing like a communal kind of like little ceremony. You are actually not sure what it is, but you know it's at dawn, she said, at dusk, sorry, today. So you imagine Becklem being from Bogler and the connections to also Cajal Iron Smile to Bogler being so strong is likely it might be actually where the encampment where your families are. Also, you know the tradition of how bodies are exhumated here is normally sent off in a ship into the river and then set ablaze. Very Lord of the Rings kind of thing. So it makes sense because if it can be in the castle because there is no way to get to the river from here. So, but based on that, keep going, guys.
Listen, can I
2 o'clock.
can I meet you there?
So you have time.
Are you on the list?
The list for what?
I don't know. There's always a list every time, you know,
Yeah.
Wait, why do you know about a list?
because you know it's not the only establishment that does lists. There are other like exclusive places
Lorendir,
where
do you
there's always lists.
do you go to gentlemen's clubs?
I haven't been for a while. No. You know, in my youth, when I was like in my 20s, like 100 years old, maybe. But
Should we all go? Should we all just go?
well, I'm not going.
Why?
I already did it.
If your cousin goes, you have to go. Tess, will you go?
What?
I think I'm just gonna go buy some flowers for
Exactly.
funeral later, but have fun.
Zach, you coming?
No, I'm going to drunk Thessalia. I have no appetite for that.
I'm gonna whisper into Lycedric's ear. I'll be like, "Do you think this is a trap?"
I don't know. He's very hard to read. Zach, is this a trap?
What
It
do you
may
mean a
be a
trap?
I don't know.
Okay.
What he said, it might be a trap. I don't know.
What? You think I've trapped the fucking whorehouse? What?
Tess, or
Why would I do that?
how do you feel about it?
Oh, what?
Perfect.
Can I
It's such a-
insight check?
I
Sure.
Lycedric, I think they're okay with it.
Make an insight check.
16.
Make a perception or deception versus that, Holly. Unless you just want to be transparent, then you don't need to roll. Just tell her what you're thinking. That's also a choice, actually.
Oh.
Ollie's genuinely trying to see how you feel about him going to a whorehouse with Lycedric.
Deeper than that, is there any guilt on Oliver in terms of going and how Thessalia might feel? Or is it just a general curiosity? Because she got quite a bit higher than you, so...
I would say there's like a smidge of guilt, but he's more so curious to see if she'll be jealous or at all intrigued.
You then see Thessalia an opportunity as well in a way. Not that you will ever want to be part of that. But knowing Oliver and how concerned he is of the fact whether you go or not, if you wanted to really help him, you could actually go, and then that way things might be much more different than they would have been otherwise. That would be a way to help a good friend who seems to be going through a rough time with drugs at the moment and trying to stop them. But that's always up to you first.
I mean, I guess Tess would see that he feels bad. And truthfully, Tess is very disgusted by Ollie's choices most of the time. But I think she'd also think, you know what? Ollie and Cedric haven't been getting along, and they're going to do something together, even if it's that. So she's just gonna
Let it happen.
Yeah.
let it happen. Yeah,
I love
she disagrees with it, but she'll accept it.
I love that. Very nice. You do take a group inspiration, all of you, so you got 6 for that really honest
That's
interaction.
never happened before.
Yeah, I know.
Our inspiration is
does.
going up.
Yep.
We need to go to the whole house more often.
Yeah.
This
You're
is how
right.
we've been D&D.
Every session we start in the horror house. Guys.
And with that, which place will you like to go? Would you like to go to, let me just see, because we did make a note of where it was, didn't we?
Yeah.
Maybe we didn't. Okay.
We didn't give it a name, but I can't for the life of me remember what it was called.
I do
Cisco,
have.
really quick,
Yeah,
would-
go ahead.
is there any chance before going to the whorehouse, could I run off to Bitter Tears and Sweet Gore?
What will the rest would like to do?
I'll be getting
we
ready
need-
to go to the communal funeral service.
Yeah, we need to find out what it is, so we
Yeah.
should find out.
So maybe
Maybe the
you
castle already.
are quite close to the castle, so the rest of you could get information from what that's gonna happen,
Yeah.
and then reconvene with Oliver elsewhere. That could probably be a good choice. Nevertheless, is there anything else in town before you return to the castle and Oliver goes to SGBT shop, I assume? Okay. As you return to the castle, just quickly, just to get that out of the way for now, and you guys find out that the funeral is at 7 o'clock, that it will be at dusk, and it will be on the encampment, on the refugees encampment, where your families are. There will be no procession. They're gonna try to make it very discreet, so they're just gonna transport carriages and stuff. The people of the town will know what is happening, so they will be mourning, but it's not gonna be like a parade. It's more like a just moving forward. Whoever wants to go has been invited, the relatives and all that, and you get that information from one of the soldiers in the castle. All right, yeah, that's what we know. Sorry, we were meant to let you know, but you never asked, so how will I let you know if you don't ask? They said. And you all giving that information. Segue, Oliver, you make your way around town, without having to make perception checks. You hear even rumors like people kind of like stopping for a second, looking at you and murmuring to each other several times. You even hear someone saying, oh, the sun, you know? That's the word.
Yeah, I get it. Legitimate son.
And you make all the way towards Sweet Gore and Bitter Tears. You descend. There is like a tunnel that goes underground to get to this place. So only people who are invited as well normally get the choice to do this. As you kind of like go to enter the tunnel, you see a door that wasn't there before. Like you entered before and there was nothing. There was just a set of stairs spiraling down and down and down. Now you enter the tunnel, and just before you get to that set of doors that spiral down, there is a door.
Uh, yeah, right. Knock, knock, knock.
You knock 3 times or a few times. And after a few seconds, you see from where there is kind of like a door handle, there is no keyhole, but there is like a knob. That kind of knob turns into a weird, snaky, kind of Beetlejuicy mouth and kind of says to you, "Who goes there?" with this kind of deep voice, recognizing one of the goblins that ran one of the shops.
Are you familiar with
Sweet
Nanya?
What?
No, I'm sorry. That's too easy. It's don't worry. It's Oliver Silverrunner.
Oh, here you are.
Here I am.
Please come in. And the kind of mouth closes, and then you see the spiral staircase descending
Can I just
carefully.
ask why Oliver chose to go to this fucking drug den of fucking gangsters and thieves by himself?
Because Ollie.
Not only that, they
When-
told him not to come back.
Instantly goes back.
Ollie is always welcomed back. I have a punch card that they didn't give me.
Okay.
Oh,
As you keep going down, down and down, after a few minutes, you see this kind of the terrain changes, and you start seeing this kind of cave-like structure. There is weird, kind of glowing, luminescent mushrooms around, and in there is just this hut that doesn't fit anywhere in the terrain, like almost like if you will just take a hut and place it in the middle of a place that shouldn't really be there, and you see the poster there. The door is open, and you hear from inside a discussion between the two pixies, Plim and Fuss, going like, "Yeah, but I told you. Yeah, but I should have done it." But... And they kind of like going on that discussion. Would you like to sneak in, or would you just like to just go?
I'll sneak in just to get closer to the conversation.
Okay, make a stealth check, please.
If I have to, I'll burn an inspiration. I'm fine with a dirty 20 because they're not actively looking for me.
Yeah, okay. So you hear Fuss with this kind of like the one with the deeper voice saying, "We shouldn't allow him to do business. Alithra wasn't really going with it. Why did you open the door?" "Well, it was your voice. I just pressed the button." "Yes, but I wasn't gonna let him in that quickly. I was gonna ask him some questions, and then you clicked the button." "No, you let him in. You're just lying on my face now. I mean, I heard your words." "Well, my words were related to the bell that opened the door. So what could I do?" And they kind of, and then you hear, children, our guest is soon to arrive. Stop the gossiping." And you hear Alithra's voice.
Do I recognize who that third person is? at all?
Yeah, you recognize the voice of this fawn lady, who is actually the owner. There is two shops, so Bitter Tears is owned by her, and then Sweet Gore Guns is run by the two. I keep saying goblins, but they are like goblins with pixie wings. Like imagine it's like a fairy goblin, something in between.
I'll simply poke my head around the corner and say, you know, if you're gonna talk about your favorite customer, you should probably do it out of earshot.
The two goblins, kind of pixie goblins, look at you, and they kind of say nothing. And Alethra says, "Oh, hi, Mr. Silverrunner. Here you are." And you see a very tall, middle-aged fawn woman, very kind of like a lot of presence, you know. She's very straight, kind of upright posture.
So
She looks at you
I-
intensely, kind of like with deep eyes.
So me being your favorite customer and all, I've
Yeah, my
gone out and
favorite
gathered some
customer.
new.
You're not even
I've
a
gone out and gathered.
customer anymore, to be honest with you. But
Oh, really? That's a shame because all these new items that I brought, I was really keen on selling them. I know, magic items are quite a rare commodity. Really rare.
I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but you have to also understand how offended and insulting your request is. I mean, which kind of establishment do you really think we deal here? You wanted us to deliver a drag that is like really not the kind of stuff that we do to a bush in the castle? I mean, I shouldn't even open the door for you, really. I'm just doing it because we use work and we work on the weapons for you already. So it is very
So is
insulting for all of us here.
so is any customer, if they ask you a question, just insulting?
I mean, you asked us to deliver to a bush without even asking if you could do it. You just said, please do it. There was no like, can you?
I said, couldn't you? I did.
And you brought this poor animal, I mean, here as well to deliver the note. He told us that he didn't want you to take the substance anyway. I mean, do you normally have familiars that speak in your behalf and say sorry for you? I really feel bad telling you the tears, really.
Okay,
Now.
well, first
I
of
didn't
all,
know you were addicted.
I didn't think she would communicate with you.
She shouldn't
Secondly,
be. Somehow I telepathically heard her voice in my mind. And you hear Sasha saying, sorry, I did it for you.
we'll be talking. Just look at my hand. We'll talk about this later. Anyways, I've never known a black market dealer to be so considerate and kind. Usually, you guys are in it for the money. Since when have you guys become caring, compassionate, and concerned about the rules?
I mean, you know already. This is by recommendation only. We are not just in for the money. I enjoy my work, so that's my friends. We do it to embrace chaos on the world. That's the only reason we do it. Money doesn't really mean that much for us, but I take great pride in what I do. So it's my little friends here, and they both kind of like nod. Yeah.
Okay, well, fine. I'm sorry that I offered you gold. I'm sorry I asked, can you sell me drugs, and that you misread my letter. But let's just cut to the chase, and I'll snap my fingers, and a broken half the lance will appear. Can you guys appraise this?
Okay. You were required to make a persuasion check. This is 17. Otherwise, they will not do business with you anymore. However, you just pull out a Dragonlance, a broken Dragonlance, and put it on their desk. So that will definitely give you an advantage
Not,
and a
not,
reduction.
not, on, not on, not on the desk. It's still in my hand.
Okay, good choice. Okay. The DC will have gone down by 2, and you have advantage on the check now. So it will be a 15 now, and you have advantage because the weapon you're holding in your hand.
23.
She looks towards the 2 little pixie goblins, and you, without knowing, just there is a too long pause, and you think to yourself, potentially the reason why Sasha could speak to this woman is because maybe they have telepathy, and you see them looking at each other, and you can see that there is a conversation going on their minds. And then she looks towards you. Go ahead.
I'll just quickly, guys, magic trick, and I'll throw it up in the air, and it'll look like it just disappeared because it did.
Okay.
And I'll say to them, listen, private conversations don't make friends. So obviously, that looks very, very important. So what can you tell me about it?
Well,
and I'll slide 5 gold pieces onto the table.
okay. Okay. I guess we all agree with the fact that misunderstandings happened. And moving forward, I'm sure you will not make the same mistake again. Right? I understand we all have urges. I didn't know you were, you know. So I do apologize too for the way I reacted when perhaps my note was a bit harsh. Now I feel guilty.
That's fine.
Anyway,
But
I know that this thing shouldn't really even exist, according to legend. This is up.
shouldn't exist.
Say it again.
You said shouldn't exist.
Yes, the legend says that these items were destroyed by the queen of reptiles, however you want to call it. I don't really refer to her in any way, so this is the best I can say.
Shadow Queen?
Yes, that's the one. And I'm very surprised to actually see one of these. I also feel a collection to some kind of god originally. I'm not really good with gods, but I think they call him the Silver Worm. Is that a thing? Should I ask you? Silver Worm?
Are you referencing Bahamut or Paladin?
Oh, yeah. Is he a silver dragon kind of thing? Yeah.
Platinum.
I know these things are unique. I also see this weapon has been bereft of its magic. It seems to be dormant.
Interesting.
Where does this come from, if you don't mind me asking?
So the other day, I'm sure you've heard about it, but the castle was or the keep was under attack. We went into the tomb of fuck. Sorry, I didn't think I'd do my
That's
notes
all
right
right.
now.
No stuff.
Lorsoth?
There you go.
Lord Soft, yeah. Okay.
We were in Lorsoth's, not salami. Lorsoth's tomb. Lord Soth. Inside his
kind of
crypt.
You Lord Soft's tomb? You mean
Long
from
story short,
Nightland? You went there to Nightland to his keep?
we were attacked.
Make a quick history check at advantage as well, because
I may have given you the wrong name.
the DC is 10.
Oh,
At
thank God,
advantage.
12.
Yeah, okay. With a 12, you actually think that the tomb you are talking about is the tomb of Salamir. Lord Soth was there, but it was the Knight Salamir.
That's what I said.
But a lot of things happened that time, so it's no biggie. And she saying that after that, knowing that, I will imagine you will say, "Oh, I mean the tomb of Salamir," right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Um.
Salamir. Huh. What an interesting name. I don't really know much of the history in Green, to be honest with you. because we come from the gloomy court. Things are not really. We have our own politics there. With the silly and the unsilly, always, always, always. Anyway, I can tell you this is made of dragon metal. It's a liquid, pure, the purest metal. Also called as cool silver. That it was only found beneath Silver Dragon Mountain. But the location of that place is only a legend too, and no one really knows where that mountain is.
Interesting. That's actually very, very nice and important information.
That's all I
Do you
really
have any
know about it.
information would you know anything about a lost city in the sky, far north from here?
I mean, I know cities, but not cities on the sky. That doesn't really make any. I haven't been here that long either. Our shop has been here for 10 years, roughly. So I don't really know.
No problem. Then one
Good.
last favor then.
Of course.
This lance, you said it was from a dragon metal. Would you be able to melt it down and possibly put it on this, and he'll pull out Excalibur?
She smiles. Oh, this metal is not possible to change at all. That is the magic of the metal itself, to be forged. No one knows how these things were forged, but legend says that only the silver arm of Ergoth and the hammer of Karas will be weapons that could actually. She kind of looks towards your arm for a second, the gauntlet. Interesting. Item.
Yes. It's my hand. Doesn't really come off. I've tried. Do you think it has to do with that gauntlet you were just talking about?
No, I'm just sorry, silver arm of Ergoth, and then I saw your gauntlet. It's just drawn to me. I'm not really sure. It's just like we know fairy tales. That's how we know. And I heard the fairy tale of a Dragonlance being forged of the metal, the name, and it was called like a little tale. The Silver Dragon Mountain. In the Silver Dragon Mountain, with the silver arm of Argoth and the hammer of Karas, the first Dragonlance was forged. The liquid, purest of metal, cool silver, otherwise known. Yes, a poem. But
Oh.
that's a very interesting thing you have there. I will be definitely interested in buying it of you if you wanted to.
No, my hand is not for sale. It doesn't come off, and
No, I
I will
meant
not.
your lance, not your hand.
Uh,
Oh, I can take your hand
I'm not
off,
gonna.
one of the little pixie goblins says.
I'll cock back Excalibur at him and back up.
Oh, okay, it won't hurt.
Not really keen on finding out. Um. Okay, this has all
Look,
been
I have
very
this creepy
useful.
hand I can put on you, and it kind of shows like looks like a desiccated hand cut from a corpse somehow. Not that Oliver will ever think of that, and he kind of throws it in the bin. Out of game, it just looks like the hand of Vecna. He just throws it into a bin, somewhere there, because Vecna is not in this world. So bad news, y'all. All good news.
That one creeps me out. We're no longer doing business with this one. Actually, I won't be selling either. But do you guys have any I need a gift for someone close to me, and I was wondering, do you guys happen to have anything that clerics? I don't know. I've never really looked into it. Clerics
Oh,
value.
yeah. I got something. One
What
of
kind of
the
designer drugs have you got for a cleric?
I have something, but it's not really a
Girl.
weapon or anything. It's just an odd thing that, but fast, kind of like with the deeper voices. No, not that, Blim. Oh, come on. And he kind of goes in the back, and he comes back with a little red box, the size of a. It could hold like a ping pong ball inside, something like that. And it's like a red box.
Is it inside the box?
Yeah, he kind of hands you over the box.
I'll just open
Check
it
it
up.
out. You see the fuss is looking at you, looking at him weirdly.
I'll pull it open slowly and I'll
As you
check out the box.
open slowly inside it, you see a tiny, tiny hand with 3 fingers only. That which seems to be some kind of monkey, and is completely desiccated and brown, kind of curled on itself. And we cut back to the others 1 second. What are you guys doing meantime in the castle? I'm sorry,
Zachary,
Cash.
can you help me put this breastplate on, please?
What? So, are you? Why is it for you going? What's this for? Is this for the funeral, or is it for your whorehouse?
For the funeral.
Okay then.
Too tight, too tight.
Fuck.
Ah,
So, as I tighten it that tight, I go. So, where you planning to go to this whorehouse, huh?
yeah, you said I should do nice things with Oliver, so I thought I'd treat him to
Yes,
some
this
horse.
is not what I had in mind.
Well, I said it. You said it to do something that will bring us closer together. I'm not going to take any whores. I might have a drink. I'm definitely going to drink. Maybe some drugs. Definitely some drugs, but no whores.
You are not helping your case.
What? It's for Oliver to help him feel more relaxed around me.
Could you not
And
go
me.
to a normal? If you're just going for a drink, why don't you just go to a tavern?
I don't know any taverns, and common folk go there.
Like me.
No, but you're my special little fish boy.
Oh, so I'm just an object.
No, I care about you deeply, obviously. That's why I'm not going to be fucking anyone else. And you know, we ain't even done it yet, besides. And you know, I offered to take you out for dinner as well, second date. You haven't taken me up on that.
I said yes.
Oh, okay, let's go.
Dinner. Oh, where we're gonna have a steak dinner at the whorehouse, are we?
Lorandir and Thessalia make a wisdom saving throw as you kind of like they are thinking like this is too much, we just have to go, but we don't know
I'm
how
sorry,
to
I said
because
steak.
we are doing
My
things
bad.
here. See if you both leave
Natural
immediately.
one.
Yeah. Thessalia, you kind of like feel so awkward, but you know, being Oliver's best friend, you're used to awkward. Let's put it like that. And you kind of withhold it and think like, okay, I felt awkward so many times in my life now, being Oliver's best friend. Yeah. But then you see Lorandir kind of just leaving, like without saying anything. He has clothes on his hands, like he's amidst doing something, but he just grabs the clothes and just starts walking off.
You'll follow.
Okay.
Come on, children. We're leaving.
But yeah, so I mean, the food at the whole house isn't that great. I mean, you want these really cheap cuts of meat there. We could go to somewhere better for food. You want to go to the whole house for food?
I'm going to the service now.
It's not till dusk. Okay, sure.
That's fine. I
I need help with my boobs.
I want to leave ahead so I can talk to my father. I'm going to see my family. You know, the important people in your life, you know, things like that, you know, you know, when you want to treat them nice, not go to any sort of establishments that would make them feel different.
Fine. I understand what you're saying. You go. Wait, I must know somewhere decent apart from a tavern. What's a good place I could go to apart from the whorehouse? Just really.
Anywhere else?
Oh, okay. I'll think about it and see where else we could go.
Oh, you'll think about it. Okay.
Well, I just want to go to somewhere nice.
I'm going
No,
off to see my
not
father.
baby.
I'm off to see my father.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
As
You think about it, all right?
as you start walking away, you kind of like hear like a and a parrot enters through the window, and kind of like golden wings, kind of like the most luxury parrot you ever seen it. You think it's a mechanical construct rather than a bird itself. And this beautiful thing kind of like lands in there, looks at you, and extends his wings holding these majestic looking books wrapped in golden paper with like a nice magical smell and everything. It's just so beautiful.
Oh,
Sorry, I don't have time for you.
no, wait, no,
going.
someone's telling you something really important. Take it quick.
I've left.
Sacred Lake! You hear behind, and you see the kind of little bird kind of starts walking, following
What?
you.
What do you want? What do you want?
Oh,
Strange
this is-
bird.
He says with a really weird mechanical, these things have been delivered to you. This is from someone who
I
really
don't think
loves
I
you.
should take this from you. I feel weird about this. I'll kind of just
Thank you.
snatch the book.
Conceive the packet delivered. And you see kind of, he clicks and this kind of like into the air, and you see like a tick. And all right, good luck and farewell. I love you. Little fish
luck.
boy, sweet boy, he says. That was the message.
I'm not doing it.
Bye.
What is this
you-
from Ollie?
And this kind of robot, a parrot robot made out of gold, flies out of the window.
Is this from... First boy, is this from Ollie or something?
No, it's not from Oliver.
For you, my little
Me.
sweet fish boy. That's what it says.
Yeah.
You've... So you've gone to call me fish boy too, have you?
I was calling you Fish Boy years ago. You just didn't know about it. Open the book. Look at the book. Look how nice it is. Look it.
Roll a persuasion check on me. DC 15.
Oh no.
Yo.
One of us call him Fish Boy.
Persuasion. I might use. Let's have a look.
No, it's... Fuck your spirit. No, you can't.
Oh, 17.
17, you go. Olive. Very... Just with a lot of sass. And what do I find in there?
It's
As
a
you,
custom made.
yeah, it's
Just custom. Okay.
most beautiful custom-made thick books. They could be, imagine like one of those books that you see in our wall that is just so beautifully made, you know, that you kind of like have to touch it, being concerned of it. It's got like golden inlaid, it's got like rubies and kind of like stones kind of embraced into it. And looking at this, you think to yourself, this book costs a lot. Like, it's based on the gems and the things. It must have
And this
cost
is just a plain...
hundreds of gold.
Plain pages.
Yeah, that is. It's
Plain
just what
pages.
you want. It's just like plain pages. Yeah, could be used for spell books. It could be used for notes. It could be, and it has like a set adjacent to it. There is like a little inkwell and a plume that comes with it as well. Also super beautiful.
I snap the book close. There's a pause. You're lucky.
Yeah, look, that's the plume.
Very
Look at how
fucking
look at
lucky.
how that
This-
beautiful that plume is.
That's It
That's the
saved.
one that can't
That
really
saved your
exist.
ass a little bit. I'm still pissed with you.
Oh.
I'm still pissed
No,
with you. I'm still.
Okay, I'm new to the relationship thing. Right? I don't know how it works, but I'm trying, and I promise I won't go there if it annoys you. I thought it'd be a nice way for us to bond and maybe start a conversation that doesn't end up in an argument. But I understand why it would upset you. If it bothers you that much, I won't go.
Well, like, push the Cedric. It's either me or the horse.
With you, obviously. That's why I'm not going to go.
Great, fantastic. Okay, I'll see you later.
Okay.
Amazing.
Doesn't mean you're totally off the hook, so don't get cocky, okay?
Meantime, Lauren disappears as you go to your check your inbox. You know, yeah. When you're in the castle, you get messages delivered to your little inbox there. That you have like a box of messages and things. Sometimes people don't want to disturb you. You see on the inbox there seems to be a note from Kenrick that says that they looked into the house of the archaeologist, the one that we all know the name and we all remember 100%, and we definitely checked the name before saying this. But his place was fully ransacked, the Kender's house, and he is nowhere to be seen, as you requested during the meeting.
Teacher.
What's his name?
Elgo Duke Duck Teacher.
Oh, okay,
Elgo?
yeah. Elgo, yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Duck
Yeah,
teacher.
I do have it there. Amazing. And he's nowhere to be seen.
And he was ransacked. Maybe we should go to the house and check it out. Wait for any clues. Did they check it? Does it say if they checked the house for clues, or they just said it was ransacked?
That is just, they haven't really, there is no other note. If you want, you could try to find Kenrick and ask him or someone that were one of the people who works for him.
I mean, we'll probably see him later, I guess, in the...
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely gonna be on the funeral, 100%.
Yeah,
Casual.
probably after the funeral we can catch him, right?
Yeah. We'll see what he says, but maybe.
Yeah, well,
can
I have to
go-
get dressed because, I couldn't get dressed in my room. So, I'm just going to go into the toilets just for a second. Because...
Okay.
and 10 minutes later I come out like, okay,
Okay.
I'm good.
So you kind of get changed and you're there waiting Thessalia. Will you be doing anything in the meantime?
No. I guess I'll just kind of wait for everyone. She already got she would have gone to the market to get flowers, carnations,
Yep,
maybe.
amazing.
And she would just be waiting around with those
All right.
for
Yeah.
everyone to come.
Beautiful. As you kind of like there waiting around, you see that Zachriel, followed by La Cedric, are also ready, and kind of like you hear them going down one of the set of stairs, your private kind of quarters, and you hear them.
Do I see them?
Yeah. At this point, as you are there waiting, they're kind of about to pass you, and the three of you are reunited as
Can
Lauren
I-
Deer comes out of the bathroom as well.
Can I insight check them, see how they look, if they look angry, if they would just kind of figure out.
Yeah, I think
Where
your
they're at.
passive will do with that. Your passive insight is super high, but yeah, amazing. 18. How do you guys feel?
I think she knows he's in a little. Cedric's in a little bit of trouble from me. A little bit in trouble, not to the extent of knowing what the conversation may have been, but it's just like you're on naughty list.
Yeah, you
Stop.
kind of see that that situation where Zachriel is walking really stern, and you see the way that La Cedric is walking behind. It's like, oh, like trying to make up for something. It's like, I've seen this. I think you can read those kind of body language on people. I've seen it before, and I can see when it happens. So.
Yeah, we had a bit of an argument, but we're on the mend. Right.
What is
Okay,
Lorandil
well,
wearing for
why
the
did you say
funeral?
that out loud?
Oh, just darker, kind of black and green
Okay.
clothes.
Amazing. Zachriel, you kind of feel like this weird thing going on at the moment, and it's like all of you have stopped on the stairs there.
Where did you get changed? No one did. You ran out with your clothes, and where did you go?
And to a room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Coming out of
Good.
Lorandir's hand, there is like the clothes that he's holding on his hand getting kind of engulfed, almost like in chewing gum, and then the clothes jumps, and you see this kind of pink ball, kind of going up towards the room, as you hear Paladon
fine.
saying to you, I got you. And he's kind of like going, and you gather he's coming back after.
That's kind of cool.
That's pretty
You
good.
both
Yeah,
look
he's
lovely.
cool.
Where's Oliver?
I
Oliver.
mean, he hasn't. He went
That's a
to
good
do his
segment.
thing.
As you we go back to you, Oliver. You see this weird kind of like 3-finger primate, alien kind of looking thing, because you don't remember any primates with 3 fingers that you recall. Tiny also hand, and this box that you're holding. And you see Sfaces to say, it's a wishing box. It grants wishes.
Oh, wishing box.
Yeah.
You know, when I was a kid, I tried to sell stuff like this too, and I lied to people all the time and told them if they rubbed the lamp, they'd get a wish. Fun fact, it was just a fake lamp.
Make a perception check quickly.
16.
The little weird alien hand, slow motion, is kind of opening, and from being completely twisted like that, it becomes like open like that, and you see the 3 fingers now extended rather than curled. He's got one stays up for a second, like in slow motion.
Don't you guys have something that like a girl would like? Someone who's more refined, she likes cute things. This is scary.
You don't think it's cute? He says, and you're telling them that they got from the gloomy court in the Feywild. It definitely doesn't. It probably is not pretty creepy for them at all. You know, it's just, you look at the shop.
To get your love interest.
You see the
You've gone to the fucking black market.
because they're like little fey, kind of like evil fey, and you know, you look around for a second and you think, is that human skin? You see this kind of rag, and then you look at the pattern, you probably think, is that a face on the rag? I don't know.
Desadia needs a new jacket. This would look great on her.
Can you elaborate on how this works?
The rag kind of says, kill me. No. And there's shut up. He kind of like the little fairy kind of like pokes the rack that is on the like a tapestry in the wall, and you hear like once you become its official owner, as I think the hand is offering to you, you just wish away. If the wishes are possible, they will happen. If they are not possible, something similar but maybe not so, might happen. And the other one goes like, that doesn't sound very transparent. Oh well, it's just, I don't really know.
So you're telling me this can grant any wish?
I mean,
None
that's
of
what I
these-
mean.
He's gonna get it. He's gonna
Does
get
it?
you think of the wish, and then if the wish is grantable, it happens. If the wish is not, something very similar will happen instead with a little twist, I guess. Well,
And
something
how
might
much-
not be that good. Just be honest, for fuck's sake. If the wish is not grantable, something opposite might happen that you might not like.
And how much is this worth?
Fuck's sake!
The little pixie goblin says, that will be the ability to smile for a week. Does that seem fair?
You want to take my ability to smile?
Just for a week. I mean, this will cost like otherwise, like at least in your world, like 1,000 gold pieces minimum.
Oh, I'll do the 1,000 gold.
I mean, it will cost, but that's not what we are selling it for, unfortunately. We are selling it for a smile at the moment, yeah. Only a weak smile. Come on, why you need your smile? You're always so serious anyway. Alethora says,
I've been
you don't
told
need
that
to do
my-
anything, Oliver. Just don't listen to them too. We don't really send gifts, as you can see. But, I might just have the theme for you if you want. And I'll get you something nicer. And she comes back after a few minutes as you are there contemplating. The goblin is saying, come on, just take the hand. The other one is saying, you shouldn't do it. It's not gonna help you.
What's the other one? What's before I buy option A? What's option B?
After a few seconds, Elethora comes back with a similar box, but this time it's kind of like a red leather. And as you she opens it, inside it, there is like a purple gem, like a beautiful gem that has some kind of engravings on it and stuff like that.
Oh, that's
This is
really pretty, actually.
It's a stone of sending. You can actually use it to communicate a message with someone once per day as well. And it doesn't need another stone, it's an individual one. So anyone, really. Unless, well, anyone that is on the same plane, you know? So if you, like from here, this, I don't know if it will work from here, so I'll recommend you to go out on the street to do it, but there is a lot of Fey influence where we are. Do you
That
like
would
it?
be perfect. I love that. I know she'll like that. Could you inlay it on top of like a rose for me?
Oh, okay, sure. Do you? She kind of like kind of blinks for a second, and she twists her hand, and you hear like a melody that comes from nowhere, kind of thing, and you see like a little vine of leaves start kind of growing in her hand, and you see this tiny rose that grows into a bush, into a beautiful rose, and it opens, and she kind of produces this this magical rose, and she starts working on it. And after a while,
Wonderful.
the rose is completely like frozen dry, and it feels to be like desiccated, but it remains exactly the same. You know, it's just like beautiful. Like it looks like it's alive, but it's frozen. And she kind of places it in a way decoratively around it.
That's perfect. How much for this?
This will be whatever a stone of sending costs, plus minus 10 gold pieces, because you are a member of this. Sorry for asking you that. I was checking it on the way, and I've gone the stone of sending dungeon master only. So I think it's like actually I don't know. So I trust you with that. So.
You can only smile for a week.
If not, just keep it for now, and I'll figure it out, and I'll tell you later on. Private. But it's the normal price, a little bit cheaper. So you know that it's being such a weird thing in this world. This is a very good deal.
That is a wonderful deal. I'll take it.
Wonderful.
And then I will.
Also, we have your weapons here. They are finished, like you asked us, so it's all done on them. So now that you can apply different forces, and we transfer the magic like you asked us, and kind of combined it and all that.
I'll give him 250 gold, and I'll throw in an additional 20 gold for the quick work on my weapons.
Oh, that's wonderful. Pleasure doing a business with you. Like I said, let's just let's not talk about what happened anymore. And yeah. Oh,
That
so
works for me. And
you see at this point, with just looking a second to the box, you see the monkey kind of fingers up closed again. And you see Fast takes it. Just give it here. It's rejected you.
okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second.
It's done.
Oh, it's rejected. Okay, that's fine. I've been
Yeah.
rejected. I've been rejected before. That's fine.
But you can come back potentially. That's how it works. It's quite sensitive. I think he feels offended that you bought something. You're getting something else. So don't read into it.
That's fine. I'll have Woody pick up lines for it later to make it feel better. Thank you guys for your business again. I will have more commission work for you in the future, and yeah, that one right there, the small one, keep him on a leash.
Aww. He kind of like does like a silly sound, and he kind of twists around and starts fluffing his wings around the room, flying away, and followed by the other one.
Oliver's gonna try his hardest to like stuff the glass rose into like a sleeve, and he's like
He's on a little box,
in a great mood.
So it won't get damaged.
A little hop skip out.
Yeah. Amazing. And as you are making your way back, you traverse the town without any incidents, and all of you are reunited outside the courtyard as you are all making your way. And I think if you guys want, should we take a little break now, actually, and come back after this? Cool. Amazing. Alrighty, so thanks for watching. See you in a little bit. We will be back. Bye-bye. Ciao. Alrighty, and we are back. Thanks for holding on as we continue our story. We have Alas and also Mayor Raven, now Commander Raven, there on display, just for you to remember how they look like. And our heroes have been reunited in Castle Calaman's courtyard, as some of them, well, they can tell us, what are you guys doing?
I'm trying to be on my best behavior so I don't piss off Zaku anymore.
Yeah.
Are we going to the funeral thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should just go to the encampment. It's over there.
Okay. If you wanted to do a cut-off scene where, of the scenes, 3 hours pass, you guys go to the ladies' house, gentleman's club, however you want to call it, and come back without
Oh,
putting a bail, we
be-
can do
be-
that.
I was going to do that after the funeral. I wasn't going to do that before.
Sure, that's
on
perfect
the
too.
way to the funeral,
Mhm.
could Tess try and pull Ollie aside so no one can hear anything?
Perfect, yeah. I think you could, as you are traversing through the streets and stuff like that, after the information that you acquire and all that, Oliver and you stay behind and you make it very obvious to everyone that you want to have a private conversation without issues. And there you are, the two of you, as you traverse the town.
Tess, I don't think I'm ready for this.
Okay, there's just something I need to say. No questions asked, if possible.
Usually it's the other way around, but I'm okay with this. Yes, Tess, of course.
Could you please do me a favor? Normally, I don't like to get involved, and you can do whatever you want, but just this one time, could you maybe go somewhere different with Cedric and not to that place?
Um,
Like, you can go have a drink or don't know what else you do, but just don't go there.
I, yeah, of course. Would you you jealous?
So what was that?
Something stupid? I don't know. Yeah, of course. Sure. Is it just because you don't want Cedric around all those illicit people?
Sure, something like that.
Inside joke. Does she really look more concerned for Cedric than Oliver?
Make an insight check if you want.
I will burn an inspiration for this. Give me a nat 20.
Wow. Tell us everything, Tess.
Whoa, just 1 second. I could still roll a natural 20.
Yeah, actually you can, yeah.
I don't know what it would be.
You could do
No.
I'm
either
gonna go with
That's what-
deception.
You could be, yeah, either or.
Let's go for her fourth nat 1. Come on.
I'm gonna use a personal inspiration.
Oh, wow, nice.
No, never mind.
No.
Um. Yes, I guess she does look more concerned for
Mhm.
Cedric,
Oh.
but not quite less. So you can obviously tell she's trying to not tell you something. She overheard them talking, and does not want them to argue or Cedric to get in trouble. So she's asking Ollie about that, basically.
So, you're really just concerned for Cedric?
Can we maybe not ask questions? I don't feel comfortable talking about it. But could
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just one time, please?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just joking around again. Uh, you know, I got you something today, by the way.
You did?
I did. Watch this, and Oliver's going to uh with his left hand, he's going to just wave it over his hand, and a little blue spark of flame is going to ignite off his fingertips, and it just turns from like a small little ember to a big bust of fire, and a rose will just pop out. Um, I I've realized I haven't gotten you anything in a while, and I probably missed a couple birthdays. Uh, on the tip of this rose, there's a little gem. I figured you could use it to contact your brother, and um, you can send him a message every once in a while. Only up to 25 words, but yeah, it can go to anyone, not just your brother. Um,
As he's talking, she's just gonna go and hug him. Like while he's talking, just go and hug him. Thank you. Uh, I don't. Thank you.
yeah. Um, you're welcome.
Mm,
Um, that funeral. We should probably get going, right?
yeah. I think. Uh, uh, thanks.
No, anytime. Lauren, dear, can you carry me?
Yeah, Lauren dear, you hear and see Oliver kind of running towards you, trying to jump in your bag in 1 second.
Oh no, he's not running. He's like stuck in place. Legs are a little wobbly.
Oh no.
Lauren, dear, you have to carry me.
Yes, I would use disguise self to look like Captain Walter.
Oh,
I will put him on my shoulders.
No, not yet.
I will say, make way!
wow.
Make way!
You see, like,
Me and my boy.
you see people that were gossiping and looking at you kind of like before, like murmuring, they're like, oh, wow. And you see, like, on the faces, like, wow, you see so much joy, but not joy because they're happy to see you and your father. It's like joy, like, wow, wait until I tell everyone this kind of joy. Like a village joy,
Hello.
like, wow, I have the gossip of the year here.
Hey, you know who I am?
Lauren, dear, you idiot! You're gonna get me. Stop this!
Make a
What? I
deception
told
check
you, you don't, what?
at advantage.
You don't want me. You don't want me to carry you anymore. Sorry, what? Check.
Deception at advantage as you kind of like going around. Oliver, if you wanna kind of like do something to stop this,
Wow.
that's a 20.
That's amazing.
You see at some point someone claps, you know, and there is a few people that start clapping as you're doing this, yeah. Kind of like because they think it's some kind of like way for you to show
Oliver's-
that you guys are getting on again, father and son. I don't know, who knows.
Oliver's just
Oh, look.
Oliver's just got his top hat pulled down as far over his eyes as he can.
Oh, look. They're making up for lost time.
No.
Oh, praise the Silver Runner family name. Yay.
I want to die.
Okay.
It's fine. It's very close. Don't worry. We'll soon be there.
Amazing.
You peasant, get out of the way.
You bastard.
And I think without issues, you kind of traverse the town. This whole thing kind of happens, and you'll probably never be forgotten by so many people. It's gonna be the gossip of the year, and things keep going. And you, as you kind of start approaching where you remember to be the encampment, you actually notice. Let me just change the music 1 second. You kind of notice in the distance that there is a lot of trees that were not there before, and you kind of like start feeling within your bones this kind of feeling of divinity.
Oh.
And you see the most beautiful luscious forest, all blooming, green trees the size of ancient trees, flowers, vegetation, things that don't really make sense. And even some of these trees are actually have huge fruits kind of like dangling from it. Everyone can make a perception check as well. Okay. Can you guys hear the music? Actually, it's not working, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. Okay, I cannot hear it in my own.
It's not very loud, but it's,
Yeah, I don't know
it's
why
definitely
though.
there.
Okay. Yeah, it's very weird. Okay. I'll just restart that. Okay.
Yes, it's pretty loud for me.
Yeah.
If you get a
It's fine.
audio
for
and
me,
video,
too, yeah.
Yeah,
turn it
I
up.
just reset it. I think. You see, I know why. Okay. Cool. And as you kind of like tell me what you guys roll, please. What is the highest, the lowest roll? Let's say the DC is 18. Actually, let's just make it easier.
I'll put I'm gonna use Favored by the Gods then.
I'm gonna use an inspiration.
I would recommend you not to go crazy on it, but you know, you do you.
I've got 11.
I've got a 19.
Seriously.
I'm gonna 13.
Mm.
Okay. All right.
I got a 3.
Alrighty. So any of you who got an 18 or higher realize that on these treetops, the leaves are golden. Like,
Oh.
yeah. And you see it's like all the trees actually, but it's very subtle, you know, like you have to really focus on it. And as you see the wind kind of like rustling these winds, you start to realize then that it's like a golden leaves. Yeah, now I can hear the music. Okay. And you see also with anyone who got higher 15 perception realize that this is like a 1 mile at least diameter beautiful forest that has come from nowhere. Blooming trees where there was only sun a few days ago, and you can see shade and fruit, and it's kind of like providing life to a beach that was deserted. Now you see all the ramshackle kind of like houses and boats where people are living. Now they look so much better, like they have a way to hide. It's just pretty amazing. And you see there is wood, there is fires kind of going, where before they will have to go to town, buy the wood logs, come here back, you know. So it's made life so much better. You see people smiling even though you are going to the site of a funeral, but you are much earlier than you should be, so you have like a few hours there, 3 hours still, as it's around 2 hours and something, as it's around starting to be late evening now, late afternoon, sorry. Where do you guys want to go? Exactly, you have all your families. Sorry, say it again.
So on the way to the funeral, would I have been able to like pick up a wreath or something to lay down at the funeral site? One for each of them?
Yeah, definitely.
No. If I can, I'll get an arrangement of like blue and white roses in the colour formation of the Longhorn family sigil.
Oh, amazing, yeah. You kind of get that. Awesome. Just mark off 50,
I guess
50 silver.
Sure.
And Thessalia for you as well for your flowers to 5 silver. Go ahead, Zachriel.
I guess as we eventually approach and we see these trees, I don't know how the timey-wimey stuff is working here, but I guess if this is near the... Eventually, even with my poor perception check, and eventually if we get there...
Yeah, you actually put one-on-one together there.
I'm just... And I look at everything. Okay, I'm going to take the hint. I'm going to place my hand against one of the trees that the at the edge we arrive at before we kind of pass through it, and just put my hand and close my eyes and just reach out and ask,
Okay, as you kind
"Is
of
this
like...
your doing?"
You don't get a reply, but you feel this kind of connection to this tree. Like for a second, as you place the hand on this tree, you have like almost like a flash vision, and you recognize the feeling. This is the same forest style of trees that you see in your visions, but these ones are pure. There is not a darkness coming from one way that will never be able to arrive. In this world, these are real trees. They are living trees, but they are a miracle.
Is there any way to reach out and say, "Why have you placed these here? Why have you done this?"
You kind of look around and just, without having to get a divine answer, you look around and feel the town, and you know, there is food, there is vegetation, there is life, there is joy and happiness where before there wasn't that. It was just desolation. Now the whole is not only trees, there is grass, there is flowers kind of like growing. The place looks like if life just walked through and kind of like wakened the whole, you know, this was a beach, you know, and now it's like imagine like a desertic island, kind of tropical, kind of weird beach that looks like something from a movie now, in our world.
I would like to do one last thing, because I've seen these in my visions, but I've also seen similar trees on fire. I want to just look out. I don't know if it'd be perception investigation, I just want to maybe put my mind at ease, potentially just something's just, you know, back in my mind. Like I'm just a bit as much as this is a beautiful thing and a thing that's nurturing this area, I kind of still thinking it's too good. It's too good. I just feel worried that this will based on what I've seen in my visions.
Okay. As you kind of like focus on that, you see a young child that looks at you and smiles and runs in your direction like he doesn't know you. And this child looks at you and says, "Hey, have you heard, sir? The old gods have returned." And he kind of keeps running and laughing.
Where are you going? What?
"Follow me." And he just keeps running.
I'm gonna go after them.
What about the rest of you? You see kind of Zachriel looking ominous, touching a tree, kind of like a child kind of approaches and says something that to you it says like, "Do you want to play?" or something like that, and the Zachriel just follows the kid because it's just...
Oh my god, is he going to kill him? What did he say?
It's an evil cursed town. I'll save you. I'll follow.
All right.
I'll follow.
I'll imagine all of you do, and as you kind of keep following the kid, the kid says to you, looks back to you again, Zachary, and said, "The miracles are here. The good gods have blessed the community. And all your family got
how would
blessings."
you understand that?
What? What are you saying, sir?
How do you know
And
these things?
he looks at you
How
and
do you
said,
know these things?
"What? Why are you following me?"
How do you?
And he kind of looks all confused and kind of like slowly kind of walks away from you. Make a
Thank you,
perception check, the rest of you, actually.
Oh, is that number 4?
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, that makes sense. Oliver, Lorandir, and La Cedric, you hear the boy saying, "Why are you following me? Stop it! I don't want to play with you. I don't know you, mate." And then, but that's not what you heard. You, Zachriel, heard different things. What the kid was talking. And that's what they heard, so they follow you, and then out of the sudden they heard the kid saying, "Why? Who are you?" You know, and they saw a shift on him. Even though before he was running and doing things, he looked like he was playing, and then out of the sudden he looked confused. And where he's taking you, you are actually where your father is, Lorandir. They are taking you to your father's boat.
Lorandir or
Lorandir, yeah.
Oh,
My father?
Yeah. You actually know your father is not meant to be here, but as you have followed all of you, these kids, you see Loraniel, your father, and Thea, your mother, who are there with your grandfather, and they seem to be all talking. You also see there Elandir, right? I got it right. I got all of them here, and still they all sound so similar. Damn it! No, Elandir is Tev's father. He's also there too, actually. But yeah, all of Farandir. Yeah, that's it. Fuck.
Greenleaf Clan is
Farandir.
here.
Yeah, Farandir, and they all there, and you see as they kind of look at you, and you realize, make a survival check, Lorandir.
Survival. 18.
You think this forest has grown from here. This is the point. This is the center of the forest itself. It feels like from here is 1 mile in all directions. You are a ranger. You know forests. You know these things. You know trees, and you know how this forest is arranged. This is the exact point where is the middle of if the forest was diameter, and this is the exact middle of it, the epicenter of it. And you see your mother and your father says like, "Lorandir?" And they
Yeah, what are you doing here? What?
both come and give you a
I'm
hug.
so confused.
and-
I thought you were in like the East Worlds.
Yes, we had to come back one day. People came and started ransacking our farm. Your father was away at the moment, and I heard it just before I was washing by the river, and I heard the sound, and then we saw fire, and both of us kind of ran, and we had time to reconvene together and managed to escape. But I'm sorry, son. There is nothing left. It's all burned. Everything was burned.
Oh, that's only things. I'm just glad that you're well.
I know, but there was things that we wanted to keep for you. There was, all our drawings from childhood, all these memories. It's all gone now. I know
Those weren't very good, so it's fine.
Your father kind of smiles. Then they notice at this point that it's all of you there too, and then they approaches you, Thessalia, as well. It's kind of your family. They give you hugs and kisses. You also, all of you, actually not all of you, maybe not you, Cedric, but the rest of you recognize and know quite well Faramdir, who used to live with you in Bogler as well. Have you met? Have you been to the encampment before, Cedric?
Yeah, when we were first helping out. But apart
Okay,
from that,
so yeah,
not
you
really.
will remember them as well. All you will be greeted by everyone and kind of introductions for those of you that, you know, Loraniel and Thea kind of introduce themselves and kind of like, and you are there for a second. What would you like to say?
Um,
Yeah, go on.
do you know where the forest came from?
Your mother kind of like, yeah, she kind of like, you start to hear your mother for a second, and you recognize, to all of you, she sounds like she's making weird sounds, but to you, Lorandir, she's speaking the language of the forest, almost like if she could speak to any animal, will understand her right now. And you recognize that because that's something you could potentially do if you wanted to, or if you do sometimes even, right? And
Sounds like Sylvan, I guess.
yeah, your father, make an Arcana or either Arcana or Wisdom with proficiency or Nature. Yeah, Arcana or Wisdom with proficiency, whichever one you prefer. It's more like a spell check, but it's a primal spell check, let's call it.
So it's just a +7.
Mm-hmm.
So 17.
She just cast it without needing any verbal or somatic materials. She casted Speak to Animals on herself. That is something your mother thought you don't recall her having these kind of abilities. At the same time, your grandfather says, well, I had a dream one night, a few nights ago, Lorandir, and I dreamt that there was a golden seed hidden somewhere, and I could just find it. It was a very unusual dream, but eventually I figured out that the seed was inside me, and all of us had the same dream. There was a few of us. And then the morning after, when I woke up, I put the hand in the ground and I focused and concentrated, and it lasted hours. But then, out of the sudden, I felt a connection to the ancient ones, to the ones who left. They want us to bless us. I don't know why. I don't really understand, but it's not only us who had the dream. Ferris had a similar dream as well. And he looks towards you, Zachriel, as he says that. And then I don't know, and I'm not sure of your family, La Cedric. Did any of your family had this dream too? Oliver, did any of your family had this dream too?
I mean, my family's out of town right now, so I wouldn't really know.
The only family I have around doesn't. We're not on talking terms.
Oh, okay. Oh, you mean the captain? He says, well, I can understand that. Is he okay? He asks you.
Unfortunately. Don't know, and I don't want to find out.
But he's alive, right? He did survive. I mean, we saw him here, but we haven't seen him since.
Yeah,
you guys.
he did carry me into town.
Oh. So you are
And I'll
talking
glare
then?
at Lorinder. Yeah, in a sense. Right, Lorinder? We're talking, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're totally talking, my boy.
Elandir says to you, "Look, Tess." And you look towards your father's hand, and for a second, you see the hand glowing with these stars and light like a constellation, and you see it and feel it. This is the same effect that you actually feel when you cast Cure Wounds on someone, and your hand turns like that into a kitty jolith, kind of like a nebula, starry nebula. I can cure people. It's very limited. Our gifts are limited. All of them kind of say kind of at the same time, but
I'm sorry, are you saying Kiri Jolith spoke to you?
he did the same. I mean, we haven't really talked. We all had the same dream, and we were looking for a seat somewhere. It was like a strange place. Like there was mountains with golden tops, and it felt like we were in heaven. Then we looked for the seat together, and eventually we found it. And then in the morning, each of us could do our one thing for a very limited time. Like I can do this once per day, I think, at least for now. Your father will say, Lorandir, I can do this, and he kind of like produces a flower, and you recognize, rolling on the same Arcana check from before, that he's done Druidcraft. And yes, and I can do it for a couple of times per day, and my thing, I don't feel like I can do it for quite a while. Your grandfather says, I'm not sure. I guess I will feel it when I can do it again, but I've tried since, and it's not working at the moment for now, but I feel like it's there. It just needs time.
That golden seed.
Yeah.
Have you ever read anything about that in any of the books you have? Tess is gonna ask her dad.
Elandir kind of says, I don't think so. I mean, it doesn't sound like something from Kitty Jolly that I know. I don't really know anything. You can make a religion check, all of you, as you are there, kind of hearing this conversation. Zachriel, you can do it with advantage.
Um, 17.
22 for the Cedric.
Okay. What about everyone else?
Zach, you got advantage, but you can roll
Yeah, that was with advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice rolls. Okay. Well. As, only you, La Cedric, will have heard from your father, kind of like something that doesn't really. At some point, when your father bought that tree that is in your backyard, that it was a celestial tree, there was rumors, and you heard conversations of him having with his friends and stuff like that. One drunk night that you were supposed to be asleep and you snuck off, and they didn't even notice because they were too hammered to realize anything at that point. And they were talking about a magical tree of lore, a legend of a tree which branches connect all realms together. And it says that that tree has a single golden seed. And if you were to plant and find that seed, you will potentially get a kind of like miraculous tree that could potentially bring you to different places in the multi-universe. It sounded like a fairy tale to you, and it still does now that you have your knowledge. Now you're aware that planar travel is possible. All those things make sense, but the fact that there is other worlds outside of Kryn, no one really has that, potentially some little gnomes in the mountains say that they have devised machines that could leave Kryn and go somewhere else, but it just sounds like something so sci-fi. It doesn't even sound real.
Sure.
But that tree could be an
Like a
answer.
fairy tale, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. I'll tell this to the group.
And he tells that to the group. Zachriel, you think to yourself, this could be the tree that your god provides, that tree from your dreams on the forest. And it doesn't feel like there is danger. It's just like, I think it's all a metaphor. You know well enough how your god works with you, and all gods speak in riddles sometimes. This is a riddle of the future. It's not something that you're meant to decipher now. It's just, it is what it is.
Golden throne. I don't think I've seen that.
I think it's seed, S-E-E-D.
Yeah, like an acorn. Yeah.
Seed.
Yeah, like
Yeah, something you plant.
Yeah, like a seed. Yeah.
Golden seed.
Yeah.
Where would one begin to look for something like that?
But based on
They said that
based on what you kind of gather, it feels like this is like a riddle coincidence. It doesn't mean that they have to find the tree. The seed is here, the forests have grown around them, so that was probably it. But they said that they found the seed within themselves, like it was always there.
Within themselves.
And based on what you heard already on your visions and things, you know that you guys carry the divine spark. It's actually in your blood. So this is probably how it's transferred. They also have it. It's just on them it's different than yours. It's just only on you has flourished. On them it's just like a remnant of it.
I skipped a couple generations and now yours is just more powerful. So it's always been in your bloodline, just coming out stronger in you.
So the power is the seed, as in being chosen.
Yeah.
Now the extra planar thing, DM. So again, that was to do with how does the seed factor into that? I guess.
Based on what you heard of this tree, you can make another history check if you want.
Okay. So it's the golden tree. I need. Okay. Rolling like trash today. 7.
I mean, up
This
to
group
you.
inspiration if you want to use me.
This is important to Zach, so rather than use a group one, I'll use my one and only personal I have at the moment. So I will re-roll that. Natural 20!
Whoa.
There we go. Hey, and that's the personal inspo gotten. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. With that, you know it all. There is different versions of it. there is a golden tree, also known as the Tree of Life. That is a elven legend from powerful forests of elves, and the treetops. The tree top of this tree was actually had golden leaves on it, and had golden
Okay.
parts on it, but it was a living tree. And this tree is also the second part of it. Is there is this tree? These two legends combined on this. There is this tree, which branches connect to all the planes on the world, and is a tree that is not really in the material plane. This tree is joins all the planes together. So it's not something you can plant yourself. It's a tree that is somewhere. But the legend is that if you had a seed, then you could do it. But the tree
seeds are
itself
within us.
is somewhere, yeah, in between worlds, like a planar misnomer. His branches
What's
connect the
hap-
world, and it sounds very much like something from your religion and knowledge and things like that.
So, thinking of that, and the seeds are like within us.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way I can place my hands on my chest and try and connect to this tree?
Okay. Make a religion check.
"22."
With a 22, you kind of like touch this tree and try to connect to it. And you feel the wind kind of moving, the leaves kind of rustling as it kind of starts to move. And you feel that the miracles are here. There is not really an after to this. It's just like it's all connected, you know. Very bad things have happened coming from it's always about balance with these gods, and you feel this from kind of intrinsically. Something really bad. The Queen of Dragons pushed really far yesterday. People died. Really bad thing happens, and they achieve something. They discover something, and it almost feels like a contra rest. Something really amazing happened here too. So it's kind of like both of these groups feel like they are doing things in balance with each other. The same way that once upon a time you did see it, Oliver, you remember seeing Doug coming towards you when you were having a conversation with Thessalia, an argument, and then you saw this old man that you recognized being the impersonation of Paladine going and stopping her. So it's kind of like these gods have their own things going on too, and they are not meant to be interfering, but each of them keep interfering, but it feels balanced.
So it was more to do with the planar tree. I wanted to connect with the planar tree. Possible.
For you to do that, you have to have the tree there. So you feel when you try to connect with this tree that is here, you feel like that connection is not really possible at this point. The tree is not actually there.
Yeah. So how does one get to the tree if it's not here? I might have something for that. I'll do that later.
While you're figuring that out, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I don't know how much time we want to spend here, but I'm sure the service is starting soon.
Yeah, it's not all sad news. Farandir continues telling you, Lorandir, and all of you who are there. I know it's sad days. I can't believe Becklin died. She was really one of the brightest of all of us. She had such a light. That woman, she fought and fought and fought and never stopped fighting until her last day. It's sad. It's really sad. At least we have this. How is your brother doing, feeling about Cajol, Thessalia? Because I knew he was her favorite. He was her favorite. I remember. Your father kind of stops your grandfather to say, I remember that she actually came to ask me once upon a time. Elendir starts saying. I said it was crazy that he would join the forces. He was a bit too young, but Kajol insisted, and I saw no harm on it. And I guess that's how he started. Is he okay?
He's just as you'd expect him to be after something like this. I think I'll go look for him, if that's alright.
Yeah, I assume I've seen there is a Major Raven. She was around. She was telling us and kind of organizing the things, and he kind of like puts his wooden watch kind of into the sun for a second and looks at it. As they don't have the ones, the proper clockwork. There is those ones in this world too, but they're not in your family for some reason. I guess it feels more right to use nature for it. And he says, well, it's an hour and something away, so they're already starting to prepare, so yeah. But I'm sure he will come here, right? I mean, he's not gonna just go to the funeral without saying anything to us, so. But yeah, up to you. Have a look. Thessalia, you kind of go and have a look around. Will everyone kind of like do that? Zachriel, is there anything you want to do? Lorandir, you are Oliver, Cedric, as you are here. If you want to look for the organizers, give me perception checks. If you want to look for your father, Zachriel, that won't be hard to do.
Yeah.
You don't need to do checks.
I would like to see where my father is.
All right. Tess, give me a perception check as you look for your brother as well. Anyone who wants to do perception checks to see if they see them, you can also do it. Or if you see anything interesting or anyone you want to see, let us know. Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, she sees everything.
Yeah. Again. Amazing.
Dirty 20 for me.
Okay. Wow, 28. Fuck, okay, that's a nice, amazing. Yeah.
She goes into the plane. She finds the tree.
She kind of like, you kind of start walking. It's like one of those straight walk on Thessalia, and you see her in the distance, and it's like, how does she know? It's just she's not deviating. She's going in a line to a place where she knows her brother is somehow, and there he is. You know, like here, her brother and Raven are there talking. Go ahead, Julia.
Before she walks off, I think she's just gonna wait to see what everyone else is doing. If Lorandir wants to stay with his parents or come. If Ollie wants to stay or
You
not.
spot your father as well, Zachriel, in the distance, Lorandir. You spot also Zachriel's father, not Kenrick, as he seems to be coming in your direction.
Father.
You see your father with a big smile, kind of like he doesn't seem to be preparing any food. That is something quite weird. He doesn't out of game. Normally, your father has this kind of like you can normally see on him, like he's not. He takes pride on his work. He's not that kind of person who is worried about what others might think. So if he knew you were here and he was descaling a fish, he will just come full of scales with the apron on. But he doesn't look like that. He looks like, looking at him, like he's not dressed up for a funeral either, but you see on him he's got a different demeanor in a way. And he's kind of coming towards you, kind of open hands.
Can I potentially insight
Sure.
him?
Definitely, yeah.
See what's
Make-
going on, if he's
Sure.
alright.
Make an insight check. Go on.
13.
13. Yeah, I mean, something's weird. We do have a map. This is probably one of the only times in the world where you're gonna see a map and there is not gonna be an encounter, but who knows, maybe some monster is gonna come from the river in a second. So, but that's how the encampment looks like, actually, because it's always been there. I just never used it. But yeah, he looks normal. He said, "Hey, so nice to see you, boy. How are you doing? All good? How are things in the
I'm
castle?
okay, but-
I heard the bad news. I'm sorry to hear all that you had to deal with
Yes.
that."
But don't worry about that. Are you okay? There's an aura about you. You don't seem like yourself.
I'm actually good. I am really happy. The same way that your friend's grandfather grow a forest, I actually can create food. I don't need to
Wait, hold on.
fish anymore. I just had a dream, and then in the morning I just concentrated, and all this food and substance just appeared out of nowhere. They're here. They're looking at us. I don't understand why, but they're all gods. I have never really believed on. Not believe. Well, you have to believe they are there, right? But I've never really given a lot of time to it, and it feels like they looked at us because of you. I think it's amazing. It feels. I understand how you feel now. The feeling is something unique, right? It feels beautiful to create
Unique's one way to call
something
it, yes.
from nothing like that.
Yes. I mean, there's another thing of asking for it, and then there's a thing of being given it, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. It's just something that happens.
And how do you feel it being chosen?
I mean, it just feels. I feel different. Like I said this morning, it just feels like something has awakened a little bit on us. It's just weird, And it feels amazing, really. Is this how you feel every day? Is that what it is to be blessed?
Well, I don't know if I quite call it blessed just yet. But I'll
feels
use it all
pretty
the same.
amazing. Really.
I think there's caution to be had when one gets power like this.
What do you mean?
It may feel good, but when you have powers like this, they can also, as much as bring a bounty of things, it can also take things away. It can be destructive, as well as restorative. It's how you handle it. Be careful when you use it.
I mean, it's only a little creating food. I don't know if this is not really like the same than the power you had, I guess. I don't know.
If it's for creating food, I have no qualms against that. Just be
Maybe.
careful, okay?
Sure, I mean, who knows? Maybe I will be able to do other things. Oh, hi, all of you. Oh my god. Hi, you're all here. At this point, then you see
Yes.
Thessalia is not. Thessalia is kind of diverted in a different direction. But
Yes, you've all met my father before, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
hi, nice to
Um,
see you all. How are you all doing?
It's good to see you again. How have you been?
Yeah, it's been good. You know, a lot of work, but you know, it's been beautiful things happening too. You know, we getting here. They were considering to move us into the city after what happened, but then this kind of forest happened, and then it's changing things. Instead of having to move anywhere, now we're gonna stay here. So it's good news, really. I prefer to be here.
Yes.
I'm not a city person. Well, a big city like this.
Yeah. Are you coming to the service, father?
Say it again?
Are you coming to the service, father?
Oh yes, of course. If you see, actually, and he points towards where Thessalia is going. They are preparing stuff there. If you wanna check it out, the boat has been prepared and all that. I saw Raven. She came with a few soldiers, and the few people are starting to congregate at this point. It's been like an hour is passed, kind of, as you guys have been having these conversations. The time to get there.
I'll say, well, you guys can go on if you want. I'm just gonna see if my father, if you need anything, if I can help, that's all.
Yeah, no.
With anything.
We are good. It's all good. I don't, hang out with you. Come. Kind of like, let's have a cup of tea or something, if you don't mind, or a drink or whatever you
Something like
want. Ale, beer.
Tea's fine.
Sure. All right.
I'll take tea.
Okay. You kind of like you follow him a little bit. Meantime, Thessalia and the rest. You are reunited. You see Kenrick there. He's kind of like telling people what to do. Major Raven is also there. There is a few soldiers, like I mentioned, and they are preparing this beautiful boat with kind of like different decorations, like garlands and like symbols. There is like two of them, and then there is like many more. It's like many boats, others all in a line, kind of there with each person who died has boats, and there is like queues of people mourning and crying. Go ahead.
If it's possible, I'd like to take one of each wreath to the appropriate ship and put it on for Declan and Ribbon.
Amazing, yeah. You see kind
If
of
that's
like,
possible.
yeah, you do definitely. You kind of like see people kind of like thanking you. You see sorrows on their faces. It's like a very sad kind of moment, and it feels like the place there's is so many people to enter and to kind of see that you think you see already there is some boats already on the lake, you know, and even dusk is already here. Some of them are doing their own, you know, it's not like a one thing, you know, it's like all these people with
Sure.
their families and they, each of them saying
Everyone
their
is falling,
goodbyes, yeah, on their own way.
Sure.
But you get a lot of nods and kind of things, and you also kind of in the distance hear and recognize the sad somber tunes of a bard that you recognize being Nikita, a bard that you met, friends of your friend Zachriel as well. She's very cute and she's there kind of like performing and playing on the distance. As Thessalia, you reunite with your brother and he said, oh, Tess, oh, you're here. So I was waiting for you. I was trying to get things done here. How you been? All okay?
All good, yeah. Are you alright?
He kind of looks and sighs like deeply, and you see kind of like on his face that, you know, he has to hold on. He's not really okay, you know, but this is what you get, you know, and he's got that kind of face like getting on with it, you know, but you see he's very sad, you know, of course.
If there's anything at all I can help with, whether it's organizing or, you know, whatever, just let me know.
It would be nice if you actually said a few words. I mean, you were very close to Becklen. I'm sure you had some speech prepared, right? He says to you, kind of like with a smacky face for a second, knowing that I'm sure you don't. Do you?
Yes. Yes, I love talking in front of a lot of people.
I know.
Thank you, brother.
I know you do well. Mm-hmm.
And could I just like pat him on the shoulder, and as I do, just for flavor, could I cast Bless on him? No,
Ooh.
Calm Emotions.
Oh,
sorry.
nice. Yeah,
Do I
that's
have it?
amazing.
I do have it. Just to help him get through the day. Just to help him feel a bit more grounded and settled.
Yeah, as you kind of cast calm emotions, it's like you see it's really appreciated. You know, you see his face kind of like relaxes for a second as you use it, and he's kind of like, oof, that feels nice. Thank you.
Glad. Oh, it only lasts a minute, damn it, sorry.
Let's say that this is kind of like a flavor thing, you know, so you could kind of like try to push the concentration on this instance just to make your brother, who you know and are so close to, you know, it's like magic has its limits, but this is a very specific thing. And with the combination of the spell and your presence and all of you who are there now and his family, all of you kind of like reunited together, he feels really good. Let me just quickly go through here for our viewers, because we have a list of people here that have managed to get the pictures together. So starting from left to right. So this is Zachriel's father. Why don't we do an this is Fenris Finlake. Then you got Nikita, that's the bard, kind of top here, yeah. And then why don't you guys elves tell me who these people are? I know Kenrick, I have all the names here as well, but why don't you yourselves, so next to Nikita, Lorandir, who is that? Is that your father, right?
Thea is here.
That's your mother, yeah? Mm-hmm.
My father.
Your
My
father.
father's here.
Okay, and your grandpa, yeah?
And my grandpa, yeah. So Loraniel and Farandir. Loraniel is here. Farandir is here.
And then this gentleman here is the Salia's father.
Uncle Eldarion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we got the brother as well. All right. Kenrick kind of keeps going. You guys, a few time passes, dusk, kind of like completely the blues, dark light blues turn to pinks and purples and oranges until it starts to get into a midnight kind of blue color and all the stars, and just at dusk all these different ships take off. Few words I've said for Kajol, and as well as for all the other people who died here, for Becklin, for all the fallen. And it becomes like a beautiful thing, kind of like surprisingly at the same time as well. On this night you see there is a lot of like fallen stars, and you keep seeing like stars kind of twinkling and kind of passing really fast and disappear into the beautiful night. The moons, you see like a crescent moon on Solinari, and Lunitari is red, also matches. They normally both match, and they are like they are witnessing this. Some of you might see the black moon, but you try to pretend that it's not really there, Lorandir. And you, La Cedric, as well see it as well for a second. Just you think it's your mind playing tricks on you. Will anyone like to say a few words or anything? Otherwise, that will be how the celebration and this sad feeling. You hear different speeches. She was the best of us, you know, like a few story how she came to Bogler and all these kind of things, and fire comes from bows, arrows into the ships, and as they start getting ablazed, you see the night. And it's a very emotional moment for everyone, not because you have lost people too, but you've seen how many people have been lost in this moment and how much of a community are here all together, kind of like making their best to survive on the war. And it gets to your hearts. But soon drinks are given, you know, a more like a jovial situation, party, people start telling stories as before, and the drinks make the thing less somber. I'll leave it to you.
While this is going on, I see most of the group reunited with their families, but I'll be able to just like wander off by myself for a bit, and then just like write a letter to my mum and my sister to see how they're doing, hoping they're well, let them know what I've been getting up to, minus the curses and stuff.
Sure.
And then just like fold it up and then try and like put it into an envelope with the sigil, and then like try and find the messenger of Raven or something to get it over to them.
Sure, definitely. There will be, I mean, there is Parrot and Raven services everywhere, so you will be able to quickly go out of this encampment and go to town and just organize for Parrot or Raven service to deliver the letter. However, before you also leave, at some point while this time is happening, Kenrek will have told you that he organized a magical standing to summon your auntie, and he's not sure whether your mother will be joining or your sister, but your auntie mentioned that she will be here tomorrow.
Okay. Cool.
But yeah, you organize this. It will be knowing that it's gonna cost you 5 gold. You sure you're gonna do that? Knowing that there may be potential. I guess this is for your mother, and you are not sure. But
Not yet. No, I'd do it. Yeah, it's fine.
All right.
I'm up with that. Sure.
Perfect. Either way, if they are arriving tomorrow, there must be magical of some way of coming here. It doesn't make sense. They should have left 2 days ago for them to be here tomorrow. So there must be something going on there. So yeah, you send the message. So
Okay.
mark off that 5
Yeah.
gold as well.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
Awesome. And during this ritual drinks, does anyone want to separate? This will go probably all night. But if you want something else to do, if you want to go to visit the private house in town or whatever, all of that is doable at any point as this will continue.
I think Zakharov will go up to Nikita, actually.
Ooh.
And just kind of go, "Hi,
Hey, Zach.
I have
She gets
been-
like really close to you as
Hey.
always. Hey, how is it going? And you kind of like see that she kind of wraps her hand around your waist in a very... She's had a few drinks, you know, and it's always been something between you and her kind of going on, and you get that she's getting the wrong cues, and she's like, yeah, of course, how you been? And she's like so close talking to you as well.
Hey. Sorry, I've been an absolutely terrible friend.
Yeah,
I've really not.
I know, you've been very...
Oh, well,
naughty.
hey, whoa.
I mean,
Oh,
when
you
was the
answered
last
that
time
way
you
too
came to
fast.
see me? Oh, I missed you, Zach.
I mean, last time was Vogler. Well, we know how that turned out.
I mean, I saw you when you
I'm-
came. I've seen you in and out sometimes, but you know, you're looking good.
Yes.
Yeah. Like looks
Thank you.
straight into your eyes, you know, you feel it, you know, like it's the some moment that you think to yourself, shit, she's gonna kiss me in a second, I need to move back, you
I'm
know?
just gonna go. I'm going full
Yeah.
like rising like
Yeah.
a very like Looney Tunes style like red. I'm just like,
yeah. She's kind of talking and her
Um,
knees kind of poking your leg, you know? It's like that kind
Oh,
of position, you know,
wow,
like she's always
okay.
touching you. Not in there, it's more like your leg, you
Don't
know?
go
But-
to the whorehouse, Cedric. Don't betray me, Cedric. Meanwhile,
you're not here. Are you? I'm just gonna look at Nikita.
Mm? Yeah.
We'll just get some tea sometime, you know, when you're sober, and I just you know, I'm glad you're doing well. Looks like you're doing great. Hope you enjoyed the service. It was beautiful.
Yeah. I see what
I'm-
you're doing. Who is she?
What am I doing?
Who is she?
Who is what?
I know you.
Who
I can
is she?
read
Who
you like a
is she?
book. Who are you dating? You
Ah.
can tell me. It's okay. I took it too far, didn't I? So we are not fuck friends anymore. I guess that was it, right?
Wait. We were never. What are you talking
Oh
about?
really? Okay, sure. Okay.
I
But
was-
now
I
I feel stupid. Now I really. Okay, so it was like okay. No worries.
No, what are you talking about? I was a virgin up to fucking a couple of weeks ago.
Lie.
You are too much sauce.
She kind of like
slut.
she kind of
You're on too
starts
much,
laughing.
Too much of the sauce.
She kind of laughs and says, "Come on, I'm only joking." And she kind of like,
Yeah, you're white.
"I wish,
You're winding me up now.
I wish." But who is she though? Seriously.
No. Why you gonna hunt her down? Not that it's well. I mean, is the Cedric still here? Around?
No, the Cedric would have left by now to deliver his message.
She kind of
yeah,
looks.
I mean-
she kind of looks for a second into your face and says, "Oh well, who are they? Maybe I'm acting.
Well, look.
I'm assuming too much. Yeah.
I am. I guess seeing someone.
I knew it.
Yes. Very new. It's very new. Still absorbing. Yeah,
Very
it's very
nice.
early days.
Do they treat you well? That's the important thing, really.
Well, If you're talking about getting me nice stuff and taking me to nice places, yes. If you're talking about certain choices they make,
I mean-
there's maybe room for progress.
Listen, from my own experience, I'll tell you the key. If they look after you, they treat you well, doesn't matter if they're a little bit older or something, you will learn to love them, you know?
No, that's not the issue. What?
I mean, you said that they have money, so I assume maybe they are from a bit older, maybe, or from a good family, or I don't know.
Good family, yes,
No,
you could say
not,
that.
So
yes.
much
not a
older.
scoundrel like
From
me.
the
She kind of like touches her hair and kind of does this flick.
Can you send this fishy back to me?
It's really hard because you are an elf. You need to make this easy for me. My human brain can't comprehend what you've looked 25 for like 50 years.
Hmm. She kind of like, I was gonna give you this, and she kind of points to this beautiful little butterfly pendant that she has. I was gonna invite you, you know, if one day we leave, when all of us leave, you were gonna come too, but you have someone else now, so you cannot go with us to the
Right,
afterlife.
you're just gonna say that. Don't tell me what's the thing.
Oh, it's an elven legend, you know, about the afterlife. But you found someone else now.
Okay.
Sorry, this is for someone special. And she kind of like jokingly
You
kind of
are
covers her
just
head.
a
Like for
troll.
you-
You're such a troll. If you weren't an elf, you'd be a troll in your next life. You know that, right?
She kind of laughs and starts like strumming her instrument, hurdy-gurdy little
Okay, you just
guitar.
end the conversation like that. Okay.
I'm just joking, haven't you? Will I ever give it to you? Come on. Why would you want to come to the afterlife anyway? You need to live at
Not
least
planning
for...
to go there anytime soon.
You need to live at least more than 100 years to really go to the afterlife? I'm sorry, no.
I'd be very lucky if I hit 50.
Yeah,
To be honest, in my line of work.
So that's why I'll...
Yes.
But anyway, it's so
Yes.
nice to see you though. It's really cool. Are they here? And she kind of like gets really close to you and wraps you through the waist to get in.
No!
Who are they?
Behave yourself. No,
La Cedric,
you are
make,
you are a
make
wind
a,
up. You
make a
need to
perception
stop
check.
Perception check?
Yeah,
Okay.
as you all kind of like get reunited. You know that people start walking around, you know, through the funeral as this is having
10.
drinks and taking.
Tracks. Still tracks.
15.
Yeah, as you look at
I'm
Sacriel,
just
you
observing how close she is.
you recognize the bard. This was the bard lady from the Brass Crab, you know, resident bard, and she's wrapped around Zacriel like so, like, you know, it's like something's going on there, and you know, she's laughing and kind of like looking at each other.
I mean, from the distance, looking from the outside in, I know bards. I know what they're like. Can I tell she's drunk? And what's Zachariel's body language like on this?
Make an insight check. As you are getting closer and closer, and you know Zacriel quite well, you can have advantage to incite him. Her, definitely not. But the rest of you actually are also approaching and kind of, if you want.
Ooh.
Kenrick is walking with you, Thessalia, as you guys are discussing things and remembering stories. and stuff.
19 on
Okay,
insight.
yeah, with a 19 on Zacriel, you see that there is no interest. Rather the opposite. He's just like trying to push her away so hard, and you see that they are joking and laughing, and she's kind of like looking around, and at this point she kind of makes eye contact with the crowd, and within the crowd she recognizes you kind of walking in that direction as well.
Mhm. I'll just walk over.
She
then-
she roll a 7. She's drunk. Everybody had disadvantage. Yeah, 2 7s, so 9. She's kind of like, you walk towards her and she's like, hey, how is it going? And she kind of gets close to you and kind of does a similar thing to what she did to Zacriel a second ago. Straight away, like
I'm good.
laughing, you know?
Thanks for keeping him warm for me. And I'll grab him by the waist and put him into the side on me. And I'll try and shake her off me.
She kind of like does this cute thing that she hugs you both, like, oh my god, wow, okay. You should have told me, I know this one, he's trouble.
You don't know half the stories, honestly.
Well, I know your sister. She's fun.
Yeah, she's out there.
How is she
Yeah.
doing? Is she alright? Ray.
She's okay. I mean, she should be
Estrella? Estrella?
Estrella.
Estrella, yeah,
Estrella,
that's it. Alright, yeah.
Yeah, she's good. Yeah, she should be back tomorrow sometime, I think.
Meanwhile,
okay.
Zach's like sandwiched.
Yeah, she's kind of like keeps the braids for a bit too long, and it's like becomes so awkward. Like, what is she doing, you know? But you realize that she's had way too many drinks. Congratulations. Anyway, I hope it goes well. Yeah. And you?
Yeah. Easy.
Are you? She kind of looks towards the rest of you. Lorandir, do you found anyone? And what about you, Oli, Tess? Any new more things I should know about?
This would be a fun
There.
story.
Well, I did find someone. Like
Oh.
Theo comes out.
Wow, what is that? I'm a
It's a
dragon.
dragon, Theo. I
He
mean,
says, I'm a dragon.
He talks now?
In draconic. In draconic. So she's like, what did he say? Did he spoke? It sounds like something like
yeah.
that.
He said he's a dragon.
Oh, wow. So you're not you're not a pet, then you're intelligent? A dragon?
Yeah,
You're a
he's
dragon? Oh, and you see like
Well,
10
yeah.
people, oh, dragon, you hear the word that kind of like get close, and then you recognize, oh
Okay,
my
wait,
god,
wait.
my friend, and you see this young boy who you met in Boglar, who you kind of like introduce him into Paladine, and you see at the moment he's got like some kind of symbol, he's wearing a symbol of Paladine. Lorandir, and he kind of like, oh my god,
Hey.
it's a coin, thank you. So good to see you. All these people start kind
No,
of
it's nice
touching
that you
Theo.
made it.
Theo is like, you see like gasp of
Okay,
almost
I mean, guys, just
some
you know, keep a
little
distance.
girl
Is-
kind of like tries to almost like take him, you know, the difficult kid things do, yeah. Theo kind of
Oh,
flies.
he had to go. You know, it's time for
He's
his
so
bedtime.
disgusted.
So.
Enough. I
yeah.
don't have time for children, he's kind of saying in Draconic. This is too much. They're grabbing my wings.
Oh, come on. Just stay up there and just look pretty.
Oh wow, okay. That's amazing. Did you found him? I mean, I know your story. How many pets have you ever had that I remember? Is that a friend, not
I mean,
a pet,
like-
right? Is it a gift?
Yeah, it's a companion.
But I think
Uh,
dragons meant
I mean-
to be a legend. I mean,
I got an egg from like maybe God, Paladine type thing.
people
yeah, it
say
came out of
that they saw dragons on the sky. I didn't see any, but during the invasion of Boglar, someone said that there was a dragon at some point.
I think there was a red one, maybe, or
Out of
Yeah.
game, there was, yeah.
there was also a fake one.
Yeah.
There's also a
There
fake one,
was a
but
fake one, yeah.
yeah, with that.
Oh, wow. Damn. What about you, Tess and Oli? Did any partners as well?
Mm-hmm. Yes, Oli, and Tess.
Wasn't Tess with her brother? Sorry. Or are we there?
We found you.
Everyone is kind of
you're
you all
the boss
together
now.
gathering, it's like the Bogler kind of crowd, it's like everyone seems to have reunited like in the old times. So it feels like you are in the brass crab, but it's trees around you instead of a bar.
Yeah, no, nothing like that.
You want a shot?
Yeah.
She says, and she pours like from this bottle. I think you need a shot, she says to you.
I don't drink. I've had too much the other day, and I think I've decided drinking isn't for me.
Tess, just one shot's fine. It's
Oh.
rude to say no.
I mean, it's okay. I won't take it as that. God, it's fine. I understand. Nice to see you, though.
It's really It's really funny when she thinks. I'm
And
just
you look
telling you,
good,
it's really
Oliver.
funny.
Well, you look. She kind of looks towards you. You look good, but you look like I don't know, like you know, with the wine and it kind of like gets like mature. It's just like there is something about you. I don't know. You look like the war, right? She says, it's the war, yeah.
Are you trying to tell me I look? Are you trying to tell me I look seasoned and
Yeah,
mature?
I mean, you have like a few little, I don't know,
Um.
like a, is that a silver beard? No, you're too young. It can't be. You look good though. Look at
There's
your
no silver in
arms.
that beard.
And she kind of like touch your biceps that are much meatier since you became a fighter and kind of rogue than when you used to be a bard before. It's like you're much more, your body's changed quite a lot based on your skills changed too. I like it.
You know, normally I'd be all about this. I'm just. It's been a really emotional roller coaster kind of day, and
I understand.
the funeral and all that.
Heartbroken too. I get you.
Yeah, but have you tried leaning on his shoulder? And I'll point at Lorendir's.
I mean,
He really needs somebody at this time right now. He's had it really rough. The other night I heard him crying. I heard him crying about how lonely he was. He said he needed a shoulder to cry on and someone to bear and share his
that's horrible.
the weight of the world with. You should be that. You should be that person.
Yeah. You know me. I'm weird.
You know, here. No, I'll even.
You know, I've never dated any people like me before.
Here.
I have a thing. You know me. I have a thing for humans. She kind of like touches your ear. It's so cute, and she touches the round kind of part of your ear.
You know.
Oh my God, you have cute ears. Let me see. And you kind of like get your blonde, beautiful hair to kind of get to your ear and kind of.
You know, there's.
Ollie begins to scream.
That's Oliver screaming, yeah?
Listen, normally it's just.
Jesus holding a baby. She looked like, can you take my baby away? This is not doing really good for my marketing. Fuck's sake, take the baby. Yeah, I had a son.
Listen,
Yeah.
I just listen. There's someone else I have eyes for. Just, I'm trying to stay out of trouble.
Oh, okay.
I even had to turn down going. I even had to turn down a brothel tonight.
Oh wow, I'm impressed, and I see your eyes look not pink. Wow, that's also an improvement. You look good. You look healthy. You know.
What do you mean my eyes don't look pink? Listen, has it been going around that I've been?
I mean, I remember you, man. You know, I love that shit. Don't get me wrong. It's just a time and a place, but you know, I understand you've gone through a lot. You know, coming back from the war, being a hero, all these things. You know, like you've been inspiring people. You know, I remember when you came back from the battle, and you know, it was.
You know,
hey. You know.
Let me get you a drink. Let's
PTSD,
not talk about.
Right? She says to you.
No. No, I just want to be alone. Can you do me a favor? If you see Cedric, tell him to spend the night with Zachariel tonight. They deserve to be around each other. I want to be alone. I'm heading off into the nearest woods to go relax for a little bit. It's all this talk about funerals and gods and everything. It's just too much for me. I just want a normal day.
Make a perception check, all of you, for a second, as you kind of say this. You are there standing on the beach, kind of like the moon's illuminating the water, reflecting, and all the stars on them.
Is there one more inspiration left? Because I think I've used 2.
Yeah, you may as well.
Oh, fuck. I want to know. I want to know. Ah!
Okay. Lorandir, you see it, and you, Thessalia, first. You hear like a splashing through the music and the lights, and you notice some monstrous sea creature tail comes out of the water. But then you see another one,
No.
and they see another one, and you start to realize at this point, these are like nature checks. All of you at this point, I imagine Thessalia going like, wow, look at this, you know, because it's something that it should be
Nature
scary. And then we'll
Tess is
end,
bad luck.
we'll end
Or
here after
off.
this. Yeah.
That's your own bad luck.
11.
Okay.
I got a true 20 for the Cedric.
Yeah, this kind of makes sense because these creatures are not something that everyone would have seen, so that definitely makes sense. You probably have read of this in the academy, La Cedric, and you learn and are aware of most of beasts. These are some kind of tiger whales, and they are not. They are never seen normally. In this deep into a river. It feels like these animals are actually playing with each other, and it's so beautiful. It's something that not many people have ever seen. And coincidentally, in this night that is so somber and so sad, this beautiful spectacle as you see these animals playing with each other and jumping and doing pirouettes on scene and view of everyone. The lights of the boats on flames illuminating through the sea make it like something like surreal and otherworldly. And as the shine of the stars and the moons and these beautiful creatures dance and swim and jump around you in the distance, we will end tonight's session because we pushed it a lot. I'm sorry, I just checked the time. I didn't realize how late it was. But yeah, thank you very much.
awesome.
Yeah, thank you so much, people. Thanks to Sonated, Julia, Lucky, Martin, and Cash. You've been amazing as always. Thanks to our amazing viewers, to Tessa Present, Darren Curtis, Tabletop Audio, James Webster, and all of you who watch us every week. Until we see you Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm actually won't be here Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm not sure about next Sunday neither because I have a minor surgery. But it's gonna be okay. But if we don't have game next week, maybe hopefully we will. Definitely I won't be there Tuesday, Wednesday, but there will be games. Mo will be running the game on Tuesday, and Mark will be running the game on Wednesday. And until we see you next, stay magical, you all. We love you. Bye bye. Good night.
Bye.
Amazing. Ciao.